I hope you felt extra loved yesterday. But love isn't just for one day. It's in the connections we build and the care we show every day. Hello and welcome to another engaging edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry, guiding you through an enlightening and inspiring journey. Stay with us for an informative show ahead.
Love might just be a four-letter word, but it means a lot to persons who handle it with care. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy and it does not boast. Love is caring. Love is sharing. Love is something that makes you feel happy. Love is both a feeling and an emotion. I might not love you as I should, but I love you more than any other human could.
Thanks for staying with us. Distance doesn't mean exemption. Learn why staying tax compliant while living abroad is crucial and how to navigate the process seamlessly.
Filing taxes might seem complicated, especially if you're living abroad. But as a Jamaican citizen or resident, it's essential to stay compliant no matter where you are in the world. Let's dive into what you need to know about filing taxes in Jamaica while living overseas. First things first, who exactly needs to file taxes in Jamaica? Whether you're self-employed, have multiple sources of income, or even run a business, the tax filing requirements apply to you.
If you have a business here, you rent a property, or you have assets for which you earn an income from, and among other things, you are required to file a return even if you're living overseas.
Even if you're abroad, your tax responsibilities remain unchanged. So what exactly do you need to file your taxes in Jamaica? The documents required depend on your type of business or income.
We need a bank statement. We need a profit and loss account, a financial statement, invoices, receipts, expenses. The list is not too much. It depends on the activity that you are in. So maybe you are a taxi operator or you operate a restaurant, then you need income and expenses. But whatever documents, proper records are important for tax filing. If you produce those and you're overseas, it would mean that you now have to upload them to our website as proof to what you just filed.
If you work in another country for a few months, your income from that country must also be reported in Jamaica. Your worldwide income now comes into play, meaning you must account for earnings from every source.
So you are a Jamaican tax resident if you are ordinarily resident here for 183 days. You are resident. Now, if you go abroad and you work 3 months and you work in another jurisdiction another 3 months, your income is not only originated in Jamaica here, but you have some from America, some from Canada, some from the Caribbean. Your worldwide income now comes into play, whereby you are required to account for all those income from the different sources.
Jamaica's tax system operates on a self-assessed basis. This means you're responsible for reporting your income and ensuring that everything is accurate.
You're allowed to have the discretion to tell the government and people of Jamaica through a tax return how much you earn for the year from any source locally as well as internationally.
So when should you file? All Jamaican residents are required to file their taxes annually by March 15th. But paying taxes isn't just a requirement, it also brings personal benefits.
First of all, one global benefit is that as a Jamaican, the feeling of filing and making your payments is supporting national development, such as healthcare, education, infrastructure, and security, and of course to fund the government's national programs. So then secondly, there are individual benefits now, and that is most Jamaicans would like to have what we call their NHT benefit.
One last thing to remember: if you're working abroad and taxes aren't automatically deducted from your income, you must file a tax return in Jamaica. Even if taxes are deducted in the country where you are working, filing in Jamaica is still necessary for full compliance,
so that all the statutory deductions can be done. If they are deducted, then you still need to file your declaration or your tax return, as we call it here in Jamaica, so that it can be declared. Some persons may have income while abroad here in Jamaica.
Staying compliant with your tax obligations is essential, no matter where life takes you. Visit Tax Administration Jamaica's website at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm to file your taxes.
We share a lot of sensitive information and data, and once criminals get access to this information, indeed people are at risk based on the sensitivity of the information that they share.
Nobody wants to be stopped by the police out of fear of being ticketed, but a routine traffic stop can happen anytime. So know your rights, the proper procedures, and how to ensure a safe and smooth interaction.
As a police officer, I would implore all our drivers to be safe, to operate motor vehicle and drive safely. Road safety is a concern for every Jamaican citizen. Once you operate or drive safely, you make it a safe environment for all other persons to operate, whether it be the pedestrian, the motorcyclists, or the public passenger vehicles.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
Keep your vehicles serviced so they're in prime condition to handle anything the road throws at them. Follow road signs and traffic signals to avoid dangerous situations and prevent collisions with other drivers or even pedestrians. Do not drink alcohol before or while behind the wheel. We all know these road safety guidelines, but many don't realize that obeying the directions of police officers in the traffic space is another critical component of road safety. They are there to ensure order is being maintained and disrupt any criminal act that may be in progress, especially those involving the use of a vehicle.
So the police from time to time will conduct operations. We class them as crime reduction operations. So from national roadblock operation, speed enforcement operation, vehicle checkpoint operation, spot checks, and so on. in which officers will be stopping you. They will be checking first to see if any breaches of the Firearms Act, the Dangerous Drugs Act, the Customs Act are being detected. If there's any breach of the Road Traffic Act, that will be dealt with.
So, what's your role in helping to not hinder these activities and potentially place yourself in danger? Simple. Follow the directives of the officer that stops you.
On being stopped by the police, as a member of the motoring public or the motorist, you should bring your vehicle to a complete stop. You should bring down all your windows and keep your hands on the steering and listen for all instructions from the police. There can be multiple reasons that can arouse the police officer's suspicion and multiple breaches that can come under different legislations. You do not want to drive away from a police officer because it means that firstly you may be issued a traffic ticket for failing to comply with a constable's command. As also at Section 7 of the Road Traffic Act, you must produce your documents to the police. It is an offense for you not to produce your documents when instructed to do so by the police. So you hand the officer your driver's license, vehicle documents, then you can ask a question. You do not want a situation in that you are utilizing the electronic communication device, which is your phone, to make a call when the vehicle is in operation on the road, because that is a breach of the Road Traffic Act and you may be prosecuted for it.
And even once the vehicle has stopped, you should also refrain from using your mobile device while interacting with the police.
It would not be practicable to make a call whilst you're being searched by the officer, whilst a motor vehicle is being searched. You are required to be in full attendance at that part. But upon confirmation of what is requested of you, you should comply with the instructions given and allow the officer to carry out his duties. Good morning, ma'am. Sergeant Martindale, I'm attached to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch. Could you bring down all your windows for me, please?
At this point, follow the officer's instructions carefully. It's crucial to listen attentively and not make any sudden movements. This ensures both your safety and the officers.
We implore all our motorists to drive safely, comply with instructions, comply with signs given. At no time should you be arguing with the officer, shouting at the officer, or you should try to assault the officer in the performance of his or her duties. You should comply, look, listen for all signals, all instructions.
So the next time you're behind the wheel, remember, safety first. By following the rules of the road and instructions of our police officers, it not only protects you, but all road users.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
Jamaica's population is aging rapidly. Over 350,000, or 13.2% of Jamaicans, are senior citizens. These individuals deserve our care and respect. Very often, our senior citizens are neglected, disregarded, and disrespected. It's time to act. A special select committee of the Senate is reviewing a motion proposing the creation of an Elderly Care and Protection Act to better safeguard the rights and dignity of our senior citizens. We invite you to share your suggestions and recommendations about what should be included in this act. Send your submission in writing to Clark to the Houses, Gordon House, 81 Duke Street, Kingston, or email clark@japarliament.gov.jm. The deadline for submissions is February 15, 2025. Let's work together to protect and create a more inclusive and supportive Jamaica for our senior citizens.
Strength, endurance, and a healthier you. After all, we need to give ourselves the love we give to others. Get ready to elevate your fitness routine with an upper body workout designed to keep you strong and energized.
The following exercise video is for information purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Before starting any new exercise program, physical activity, or fitness routine, please consult your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional.
Hi there, welcome to Our Better You. I'm your fitness trainer, Dominic Rainford, and today we're focusing on upper body. Now our upper body muscles are our chest, shoulders, arms, and our back. We're about to start the workout, but before we need to warm up. We're starting with 10 jumping jacks. Then we transition into 10 high knees and 10 butt kicks. Jumping jacks, high knees, butt kicks, high knees, jumping jacks. Our first exercise, be using water bottles. Now, these are things that we can find at home. So let's start with this. We're gonna do 10 bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's turn this side so you can get a better 7, 8, 9, 10. Go straight into tricep kickbacks with the same water bottle. All we need to do, bend over like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can also do it like this as well. Tricep extensions, 3 sets of 10. Just like this. Find an edge, hang off like this, and do what we call tricep dips. This is what we call bench dips or chair dips. We're going to work the shoulders now. We can do lateral raises, the same bottles, lighter versions. We can do front raises, shoulder. We can bend over and do bent over lateral raises, just like this. And lastly, we can use them and do shoulder press. For 10, everything, 3 sets, 10 reps, just like that. Here now, we'll be doing push-ups. We have the 3 different levels of push-ups, beginners, intermediate, advanced. Along with, we'll be also seeing some lower body and lower back and upper back exercises, all right? So here we go. Push-ups, beginners push-ups. Just done on the knees, and we go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Intermediates. Right, and advanced. Those are advanced push-ups. All right, so from there now we go straight into lower back. Lower back exercises. We have we call this a scorpion kick. It's also a mobility, it's an exercise, and it's also a stretching exercise to strengthen the lower back, just like this. Right? Upper back exercises. You can either bring your feet up and bring it back over your head. Lactose intolerant, what it means and how we can get around it. All right, so when you hear typical Jamaicans, or Jamaicans in general, say we're lactose intolerant, meaning that we're not able to digest milk anymore. So it tends to come out quickly in the form of running belly, as some would call it. That means that we're not able to digest it. So alternatives for that would be almond milk, oat milk. They're non-dairy. Anything that's non-dairy will help us to get the required protein and also calcium from what we'd get normally from regular cow's milk. It stretches the bicep, forearms. So it looks like this. To bring it back and keep the hands straight. Pull all the way around. And we're gonna pull it all the way back so we can get the upper part of the back, the shoulders and the tricep. And look directly behind you just like this. From there, what we do to one side, we do to the other. Pull the left and push. Circles, 3, 1, 2, pull it to the right, pull it down. Opposite. Opposite. All right, here concludes our upper body focus exercises today. Remember, these exercises will help to tone the chest, the arms, the back, until we get stronger that we can get ourselves into a gym. Because that's always the end game. So until then, stay fit.
Remember, students, coming here on campus, even returning students, your security is your responsibility. Always remember that, please. From time to time, you will have police, campus patrol, and also that's a JCF police, and also local securities. Whenever you have to take taxis to come to campus, please ensure you get a glance of the license plate numbers. I have to be practical. At some points, you might not be able to get the license plate number because of the rush going into the vehicle, but please take note of your drivers. It is very important there.
So it is important for us at JCA that our customers are treated fairly, right? And we know it's easy. I'm being frank, it's easy to blame customs for everything. But how do you verify whether customs is charging you or not? There's what we call a reference number, or we call it a C number. So if it is that you import anything, the de minimis is now $100 US. So if you import something that is $99 and your courier is saying that customs has charged you, ask your courier for the C number, go onto the customs website and check or download the mobile app, type in your reference number, and you are able to see what the payment was. Your courier must provide you with a customs invoice. And if you have problems after that, send something to quick.response@jca.gov.jm and we will follow through, because we take these matters very, very serious. Send a report with your detail identifying who you are, what your import is, who is your courier company and the challenges that you are having. And what we will do as the regulator, as the persons who authorizes courier companies to submit documentation on your behalf, electronic documentation, we will investigate. And I can tell you that our CEO has taken a zero tolerance stance against freight forwarders, couriers who are perpetrating these type of, I call them offense, against the customers. And there are avenues that are available if they continue to do these things, that there is redress and there are things that can be done. For example, we hope we don't get to that, but the commissioner has the power to suspend their access to our platform where these declarations are submitted. So we urge the courier companies, comply, treat your customers well, give them the correct information, and there's still opportunity for you to continue to make a wonderful living from the trade.
Today, we can report 2 consecutive years of reduction in major crimes and murders, with a significant reduction of almost 20% in murders for 2024.
Between January 2022 and January 2025, we have reduced murders by 51%, and January 2025 had the lowest monthly murder count since September 2014.
Our efforts have also resulted in the reduction of active gangs by 50%. We continue to increase firearm seizures, and in more communities, we are experiencing less violence. We will realize our vision of Jamaica as the place of choice to live, work, do business, raise families, and retire in peace and prosperity.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Persons can now make payment of their police record through Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ's mobile app found on the Google Play Store.
It's a ABC 123. Very easy for you to follow the steps in making your payments. Once that is done, the application will actually send you a notification to say that you have successfully done your transaction. And then following that, you will actually get what we call, you'll actually get 2 notices. You'll actually get one from your bank, from the application, to say that your bank transaction has been completed. And then the second one that you will get is from Tax Administration's application now, which will say that you have been successful, and you will actually get what we call a statement of payment with a reference number on it, and that's the reference number that you will use here forward.
Signing up is free and is currently available on Android phones and tablets.
As we wrap up today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, we hope you found these features informative and engaging. Let's stay connected through our website, jis.gov.jm, and on social media. On behalf of the production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Have a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.